Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is my boyfriend Ethan. Follow along with us as we renovate this 100-year-old fixer-upper with my parents. You walk right into the foyer and immediately turn left to see the living room. It's got this big window. There is some original stained glass on the top. Come over to the fireplace, another window, and then the walkway between the living and dining room. Dining room opens up into this kind of bay style window. Nice gray walls. Another wall that is actually going to be coming down that comes between the dining room and the kitchen, and as you come into the kitchen you switch to green walls. Back window towards the backyard, back door from the garage, stove, one wall of cabinets, different wall of cabinets, and then as you come down the small hallway which goes back towards the foyer in a circle, we've got just a cute little half bath right here, toilet and sink. Kind of a weird waste of space that they set it up this way, but that's the basement. And then you come up the stairs in the front from the front door and you walk up into this nice little landing area at the top of the stairs. Immediately to your right is a linen closet, and then straight ahead is the bathroom. We'll be there in a sec. This is technically like the second bedroom, but we are going to be using it as our bedroom because our bed fits perfectly against this wall. Got some good light as you see out the front of the house, but only one closet in this room, which will be mine. And then you come into the full bath, only one in the house. Weird layout. They are so wonky in this house. Board across the window to hold up the shower curtain. Ugly tile. The works. Then they completely wasted the space behind the door when they put in the shower. Just such a waste. We're refiguring it. And then you come into what's technically the master bedroom. We're going to be using this as our office. Two closets in this room, one to the right and one to the left. One will be Ethan's, and then the other one we will just use for storage. First thing we did was get rid of the carpet. It was brand new, but unfortunately just not what we were looking for. We did know that there was hardwood floors underneath. What we didn't realize is how much they had patched them. So you saw those patches. Big patch right here in the dining room that we are going to try and blend with some other wood as best as we can. But there's big rectangle here, and then over there where they put in the new HVAC. Dad ripping out a wall.
Does that go behind the, or on top of it?
Baseboards?
Yeah. Looks like it goes behind it.
The only other thing we really did that day is up in the bathroom, ripped out some drywall, took down the tile in the shower. Hello friends, just got to the house, literally just walked in after school, still literally in my teacher clothes, but really quickly before I got to work I just wanted to show you what Ethan and my parents got done this past weekend when I was in Florida, because they did do a pretty significant amount of stuff, and they started right here with this wall in the kitchen. So if you remember from earlier in the video, this was where that wall of really ugly dark cabinets and countertop and microwave were. So they ripped all of that off the wall. This wall is going to be going away. So it's okay that we knock down some of the plaster and whatnot, because the goal is for this wall to disappear along with this kind of little section right here. So that was a big thing that they did. As we come in here, Ethan and my mom worked really hard on getting up a lot of these staples out of the floor, because when they did the carpet beforehand, they just laid right over the old staples and stuff. So Ethan said he and my mom spent a lot of time just getting up as many staples as possible down here. We kind of had to move some of the carpet stuff. As you can see, we still need to like remove the flooring from the entryway and obviously from the kitchen. And then as we head upstairs, I know my dad was working on the bathroom up here. That's kind of like our other project. So you can see all of the wainscoting, the floor, the door. Obviously made a big mess. We are trying to save like baseboards and any other kind of like wooden stuff just to reuse. And yeah, so the last time Ethan and I were here, I took out the tile that was on this wall and this wall, and then it looks like my dad was able to get this wall of tile off. Obviously you're gonna have to clean all of the tile out of the tub, but this whole wall is gonna be going away. Ideally the shower, well, let me back up so I can show you. The shower is gonna be flipped to the back wall, like with the head of the shower being on this side. And then the vanity will go here on this side because this side just has a lot more space. And then the toilet will kind of go right here in this area with like maybe a little half wall. So that way you don't walk in on someone going to the restroom. But one of the tasks we want to get done today is taking off this top layer of tile because they just laid tile right on top of the original tile, and we're going to try and save this original tile as much as we possibly can. So that is what we got going on for today. So I got all the tile up off of the floor. That's just some plaster. That's my next task, is taking down the plaster on this wall, but I got all the ugly tile up except for this last little corner over here. I'm just over it, so I'm gonna leave it for now. I hope my dad can help when they come next. I got all the tile out of the tub and into these trash cans. That one is also completely full of tile, and I'm tired. Well, plaster is down. Ethan finally showed up to do some work. He was working on taking this down and now cleaning everything up. I'll take you upstairs and see what I was doing. Ethan did a great job taking down all that plaster, but sometimes it works better to have two people taking down this lathing. They're pretty small boards, so he worked on one side, I worked on the other, just using a crowbar, applying it off one by one. I did step on a nail that Ethan left under my feet. I was pretty upset about it, but thankfully I'm all up to date on my tetanus shot. Didn't really have to worry about anything too much, but we worked here for a while. I cut the video off so you don't have to watch us do the whole thing. And we got almost all of the beadboard off on this side. We've got some pieces left up there that we'll need to take down when we take down this half of the doorway. The only things that we couldn't take down were these right here because they go back behind the wall. Got a big pile of mortar that was fallen. How are we feeling?
Pretty good. Got a lot done today.
Yeah.
This was fun. I want to do more of this.
Well, we get to do it all over again on the other side because that wall is coming down. Here's all of our beadboard. That I stepped on one.
Yeah. I will say though, I'd rather do this than pull up tack strips from the carpet any day of the week.
Didn't you finish that last time?
Yeah, except for the ones that are behind the rolled carpet.
It's only like a couple more.
That's like 4 feet worth, but
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And probably about 1,000 more staples.
Yeah, every time that we think we're done, there's more. It's like glitter or sand.
All right, got this side of the drywall taken care of. Talked to my dad, he told me how to do this side. We'll definitely start on that the next time we come back. I was downstairs helping Ethan take off the boarding. There's a big chunk of plaster that I was able to get off. Oh my God, we got such a mess. Basically the plan is to put all of this junk in the garage until we are basically finished, and then we'll hire a dumpster and just dump it all at once. So we are wrapping up demo day 2 for me, day 3 for you. Probably have a significant layer of dirt. There's probably a lot of plaster in my hair, but
Yeah, that makes two of us.
we're done for the day. Hello friends, back for another day of demo. Just happens to also be a Thursday again today. So I'm here right now, just changed into work clothes. So not the most fashionable, but here to do work, not to meet the queen, as my mom always says. And Ethan should be joining me in just a little bit. The goal for today is to finish taking out the other half of the wall in the kitchen, get the rest of the stuff taken down in the upstairs bathroom, and take a bunch of junk to the garage so that way we can actually have room to work, because my parents will be coming on Saturday to do the beams in the basement and probably a bunch of other stuff. So that's where we're starting with today. We'll see how much we accomplish in the time that we are here, but another day of demo. Is there such a thing as too many time lapses of us taking down walls? This is one of our favorite parts, but it just gets really dusty. You can see if you look in the doorway, the dust starts flying pretty quick. I left pretty early on to grab a mask just because black boogies are no fun. And you'll see Ethan grabs one right here just to protect ourselves as much as we can. Light starts flowing in, and I cut the video off at some point just so you don't have to watch the whole thing, but taking down that wall. Ugh, can't wait for it to be gone. Welp, how we feeling?
Mildly frustrated.
Yep, we got most of this wall taken down except for some troublesome baseboards, and you can see there are some boards that like run all the way back into the wall that we can't take down. It's the same situation we had on this side. So we gotta wait for my dad to cut them down. But I'll show you the progress. So this is the baseboard that needs to get taken down. It goes all the way to the corner, and we are big struggling. That's where the wall meets. And then, yeah, that part I started to take down. It's got a pipe in it, so that'll be fun. We'll be back on Saturday. Happy Saturday.
Good morning.
We are at the house. My parents are on their way. Main objective for today is to
Level the floors.
yes, we've got some support beams going up in the basement. My dad's got to move some electrical and stuff out of the way first before those can go up. We got some other friends coming to help us in a little bit, and Mom and I are taking down the ceiling and maybe some other side projects, but
We gonna get strong today.
it's gonna be a big day. Long day. I'm tired. Are you tired? I'm
Kinda.
exhausted. But work's got to get done one way or another. We've got a little over 2 months until move in, so
Yep.
we got to get going.
Let's get it.
We'll let you know when we got progress. Mom and I are ready to work. Then as the day wrapped up, I came down to the basement. The boys were down here putting up these beams. My dad had to cut off some water pipes, some stuff. Got some water on the floor, but those are the other beams over on that side. So they got those all in. And then upstairs, we kind of finished cleaning up the wall. And my parents talking. They had brought my dog Barney. And you can just see we were starting to clean, get up all the dust off of the floor. The main thing we did was, as we come into the living room, we opened up this half of the ceiling. This is where it was really wavy, and we realized it's because the ceiling, or the floor upstairs in the bathroom, was really thick, and it was weighing down all the joists, causing them to bend and disrupt the ceiling underneath them. So we had to rip it all out and made a big mess. Hello guys. Woo! Long day at school today. Just sitting in my car outside the house. Haven't gotten the energy to go in just yet. Usually when I get here, I beat Ethan by about like 30 minutes. So I usually just take my time, eat a snack,
you know, chill, and then I'll go inside and change, and I'll probably start taking some stuff into the garage just so we have room to work today. But I realized when we were here on Monday that we did not even update you guys. I didn't film anything. I think the only thing I did was take pictures. Our big task on Monday was taking up all of the floor in the kitchen. So I'll put those pictures in after this, but if you remember, it was like that gray tongue and groove like laminate, which came up super easy, solid. Took us maybe like 5 minutes to get all of the pieces out and whatnot, because we're gonna save it, because I think we're gonna try and put it in the basement laundry room when we get to making a laundry room down there. But obviously we're just gonna reuse it instead of buying something new. So we didn't just like crack it up, we took it out nicely. And then below that was some tile. I'll insert a picture right here. Not too bad. Also was tongue and groove, came out decently easy. But what was under that tile, which was like particle board tile, like not actual like porcelain tile, was, I don't even know, particle board, I guess you would call it, but like what you would use to protect the floor underneath it. And it's old, you guys, and the nails all rusted, the boards came up terribly in like small little chunks, or if you got a section going, as soon as you would get it going, it would rip. And this is what the top layer looked like. I'll put it right there. But it took Ethan and I a solid chunk of the time that we were here on Monday night just getting that floor up. My back hurts so bad. So today I'm not working on the floor with Ethan. One of our friends, Wyatt, is coming to help, probably hopefully around like 4 o'clock. So him and Ethan will get to work on the rest of the floor in the kitchen and the half bath, and then the foyer. The foyer thankfully doesn't have that extra layer of tile underneath. It's just laminate on top of the original floor, so that should go pretty quick. But I think that tile carries all the way down the hallway and into the half bathroom. So that is their job today. My job is tearing out the plaster in the upstairs bathroom. So I'm gonna get good and dirty, make a bunch of mess, and then clean it all up. Hopefully by the end of the week. My parents are coming again on Saturday because we are busy next weekend. So we'll do 2 weekends in a row, because they were here last weekend and then this weekend, and then we'll take a weekend off, and then we're already gonna be in May, and that freaks me out a whole lot. So I'll keep you guys updated if I remember. Maybe try and do a time lapse of me taking down some drywall or whatnot. So if you see that coming up next, that's what's next. But I guess I should go change and get to work. So this is what the boys are working with today. This is all scraped up. It's just, that's where we were throwing our pile. We were kind of working our way this way. Unfortunately, this piece is like stuck underneath here. So hopefully the boys can get that out, but it carries all the way down here and into there. So that's gonna be their job for today. And then to take all of this trash to the garage. So they're gonna have fun.
The boys got a lot of the stuff up off the floor, especially a lot of the staples. You can see Ethan there twisting some out. Unfortunately, they could not get much further, but they really spent a lot of time getting out every single nail, and obviously they took all that trash. Upstairs, I took down a lot of the plaster off of the walls, except for that back wall, which you'll see me pan to in a second. That is all right on brick, so they are gonna have to chisel that off later on. Hey guys, Rachel from the future here, currently editing this video, and realized that we don't really know what we're doing when it comes to filming a video. Did not film an outro, I guess you would call it, at all. So that wrapped up that video of what you saw with the floor.
and then we really sucked and we didn't film anything for like almost a month. So I promise that video is coming next. We're just trying to get footage. We get there, we get to work, and by the end of the day we realize we didn't do anything, or we get home and we're like, did you take any pictures? Did you take any videos? No. So that update is definitely coming soon. That pretty much wrapped up what we did in April. The May video will be coming soon, I promise. Thank you guys for following along for our very first video. I promise the video quality will hopefully get better. My editing skills will get better. Just bear with me. This is all just for fun and so that we can go back and look and see everything that we did to make this house our own. So I'm doing my best, y'all, but I hope you enjoyed. Leave us comments, leave us suggestions. Just say hey. We appreciate you guys watching. See you next time.